Hello again, how are we today? This is the next test I'm doing on the Big Ball cylinder cleaner, and the first one was the daily clean, which I've just done. Literally, I've just finished doing the carpets and in the kitchen. The machine's still down here in front of me. So we're going to start the next part now, which is the we're going to be just using the emptying feature on the machine, because I got some toilet roll stuck in there when I was doing in the bathroom and it's gone round the shroud. So I want to see how the shroud cleaner works on the bin. And when I've done that and emptied the bin, I'm going to go in there and use the turbine tool on the sofas, because I want to see how well it does on the pet tears, which I've been building it now for the last few days on the sofa. I really do need to get it cleaned off. And then I'm going to be going and doing the stairs with it as well. So we're going to see how easy it is to take this thing up the stairs when you've got the turbo tool on the end to do each stair. Because one of the issues with this machine is, unlike the upright, this doesn't have a stretch hose, and the hose is only 1.5 metres long. So it's not the longest hose in the world. So I've already tried putting this at the bottom of the stairs and working up, and then from the top of the stairs and working down. And unfortunately you've got about this much space in the middle that you can't get to from either end. So this machine is one of these machines you're going to have to take up the stairs with you when you're doing them. And the nature of it being round means that you have to hold on to the machine. It won't really, because my stairs are quite narrow. Normal stairs are about this wide, aren't they, and then come down like so. But my stairs are quite narrow. So I have the same problem with every other cylinder, that I have to hold on to the machine as I'm going up the stairs and then use it as I go up. So what we're going to do is do the stairs with that. But first of all, let's find out, and I'll move the camera down here, how easy it is to empty this canister. So let's just, there's the bin, you can see the bin there, and I'm going to empty the canister. I'll get it off the machine. Here it is here. And we can see there that there is debris now stuck around the shroud here. Now Dyson have given you a shroud cleaner here, which is supposed to scrape the shroud on the way down so that you haven't got to stick your hands up there to get the dirt down. There's not a lot else really in this machine. It's just like fine dust here again. So let's take it over to the bin. And we hold it over the top, or the trash can as they say in America, because I'm sure there's some Americans watching this as well. So we take it to the trash can and we'll push this button. For the first action is to scrape the shroud, so you push it down like that, and yes, it has brought the toilet roll off the shroud. It doesn't seem to have made a very brilliant job of cleaning it, but it's got the debris off. So I think if you wanted to clean that properly, you'd need to use your dusting brush, which is basically, I'll get it off, it's on the end of this hose here actually. So we'll use the quick release button, and we'll get the dusting brush, which is here, and I shall just go. Oh, it's such a messy business emptying a bagless machine, I tell you. Give that a quick wipe down with the brush. Right, and then the next thing we need to do is to press that button again, and that will open the bottom trapdoor, like that. Give it a good shake out. Then we need to get a cloth. Give the bin a clean down around the outside, because invariably when you dust that shroud off. Now what Dyson also say is that you can lift this off here completely doing that. So what we've got is a little button here on the side, like a grey button, and that effectively allows this to completely come off the bottom, so you can clean it easier without having to have this attached. So to stick it back on, I think what we need to do is to line it back up in the runners. That's it, and then you just pull it down and then it engages again. All that is there is just a safety stop, basically. That grey button to stop it from sliding off the bottom of that track. So then to close it up, all we would do is to close the door, push it up, and securely push this bottom latch up. So you need to securely do that there to make sure that's clicked in properly, because I've seen people complain there that this drops open on them. It's because they're not pushing it closed properly when they empty it. So as with all bagless machines, you are going to get dust on the outside of the case So we will just clean that down like that. And there we go. That's pretty easy to do, I've got to say. It's a little bit messy, but you know, got it all over me. But this is what people, when people want bagless machines, this is what you get when you empty them. It's not like a bag machine where you just take the bag off and throw it away. You've got to be prepared to get a little bit dusty when you empty it. So that's that done. And we'll put it back on the machine. Like that. And we'll take the machine into the other room. There's the tool there. And where's the rod? I think the rod I've left in the bathroom at the moment, but I'm not going to need the rod. All I'm going to need is the cleaner and the handle, okay? Because we're going to be doing some above the floor cleaning now. So let's bring it in the living room. Now, this is the turbo tool that comes supplied with this machine. Being the animal version, you get the tangle-free turbine tool. It is the quick release type, so this tool is also compatible with the Dyson light ball upright as well. That's the multi-floor, it doesn't come with that tool, but the tool that you get with this will fit that machine, although older ones won't, without using the adapter. And that's the adapter that the machine comes with as well, that we talked about in the unboxing video. That basically goes on the end of the hose and enables you to use the older style tools that you'd use with the DC39, 40, 41, DC25 I believe. It's for the older style Dyson tools, so you can use anything you've bought for previous machines or should fit into there. So you can use them with this. Right, let's have a look then. So if we just have a look at the back of the chair, and you can see there where the cat has been on there. She's been on the bottom as well. So this stuff here is notoriously difficult to clean. These throwovers, because when I used to have a dog, this is what it used to be in the dog's bed. Because I used to have a Staffordshire Bull Terrier several years ago, and this was his mat. So I've just used it on the chairs because I have the cat now. So let's put the turbo tool on the end, and we'll turn the machine on. So, other people's issues with that was it's very noisy. Yes, it is, but every turbo brush that I've got is noisy. There ain't really a lot you can do about the noise that turbo brushes make. But I think that that's actually cleaned that chair very well. Now that hasn't been done for a few days, and they were deeply ingrained onto there, and that's fetched them off pretty well. That's done better than my other turbo brushes. I have to admit, that's done really well. It's taken it off the back really well as well. And these are notoriously difficult to clean, and because they sort of they're quite loose covers, it's not easy to do, but it's done a good job, that has. It really has. So let's just have a check of the tool. Have we got any hairs tangled on it? There's just a few hairs on the tips of the brushes there. Bits of fur. But no, essentially there's no tangles on it, which is what they claim. So we're going to see how well this can clean the stairs now. So I'm going to take the machine over to the front and I'm going to have to replug it. So first of all, again, it's caught on the edge of the chair, so tug it. Yes, and it comes round quite easily. If it does tip, it rights itself, and that's a brilliant thing about this machine. You haven't got to worry about it, you just tug it round, whatever happens, it lands on its feet, lands back on its top again. So, let's put this. I can't see very well here how this camera's going up the stairs, so I think that's focused on the stairs. So what I'm going to have to do is to go up the stairs and take the machine with me upstairs. So I'll do the first few like this first, and then I'll come down and get the camera, and we'll take the camera up as I go. And that might be a little bit fiddly because I have to hold the machine as well. So we'll have to see how this goes. I'll plug the machine in front of the room. So if I'll just plug the machine in here. Excellent. Now, let's see how well I can carry this up the stairs. This is going to have to be the best I can do with the camera at the moment because I've got nowhere else I can stand it to film myself going up. So that is essentially about as high as I'm going to get with leaving the machine at the bottom of the stairs. So now I'm going to move the camera over to here, and what I'm going to do is position it on the back of here so that we can hopefully watch me go up the stairs with it from the side. Because I can't take the camera up and film as I'm doing it, because if I drop the machine down the stairs it's going to do a lot of damage, unfortunately, so that'll have to be how we do it. There we go, that's alright, isn't it? Okay, let's go. Right, so it's worth noting as well that in addition to putting the turbo tool on the handle, like so, you could also take the handle off, like that, and put the turbo tool directly on the end of the hose. And that's very good there for getting into tight spaces where you can't get the normal cleaning head into. So what I'll do now is just to stick the dusting brush on it. I'll have a quick dust round with it, and we'll see how that goes. unplug it and replug it because the cable's too short. Yeah, just plug it in the middle again. So there we go. That's I'm getting more used to using that now, to be honest. When I first used it, that type of dusting brush on the end of that extension there on that crevice tool, which is the same on that one over there as well on the light board, it has exactly the same type of dusting brush. I didn't like it very much, but once you get used to it and you've used it a few times, you do tend to get around with it a bit better. Now, I didn't even need to use the rod or the pole on this. It's just sufficient to take the handle off, put it straight on the end of the hose, and go around like this to do the dusting. And if it's too high, it's not the lightest cleaner in the world, you know. But you can just grab it by the handle and pick it up and just carry it around in one hand, you know, so you can get up higher with it, or you can put the pole on, whichever which. But it's surprisingly easy to use. This machine is, even though it's only got a fairly short hose on, because you can pick it up and carry it with you. Doing the stairs with it, I actually found was easier than I thought it was going to be. So all you've got to do is carry it in one hand, literally, like you saw me going up there, and you can just plonk it down on each step as you're going up. Using this head here is really good on the stairs, because you can actually not only do the flat part, the actual treads, but you can do the risers as well, because it'll turn around quite easily with that articulated handle, so that you can do your risers. And most people don't bother about doing the risers when they do the stairs, they usually only do the treads. So it's worth doing the risers as well. So doing the upstairs carpets, the downstairs carpets, in the kitchen, on the worktops, in the bathroom, using the other floor head on there, which is in the previous video. In this one we've gone round and done some dusting with it. We've used the turbo brush on the stairs, we've done the dusting, we've done the turbo brush on the furniture, and that's done a very good job as well of getting the cat fur off. And I did mention about the other hose in the other video. If you've got a Cybro X4 Extra, or ever have had, and it has the long extension hose, which is basically what this is, what happens is that hose will clip on will just push on the end of here, Oh, running out of time again. But that hose, that SIBO hose, will go into the end of the hose on this. And with the SIBO turbo tool on, right, and you turn this on, that works really well. So SIBO's website sells these extension hoses for the X4, and it pushes just lovely in there. So that's it. Until next time, see you again.